Alrighty.
Menu. This isn't something I thought could happen. So we got Erica Burncastle.
And I guess since we're not a proper spectator, we gotta see who's Beatrice.
Beatrice Jessica. Interesting.
Yeah.
Jessica with Beatrice with a lot of projectile attacks, but it's kind of a difficult time at run start in that sort of situation. Eric has a lot of ways to answer jumping back.
Yeah, Erica's neutral is absolutely insane.
She's one of two characters with a double jump.
Yep. And then
the other of which being Burncastle. So Janitor managed to get some space. But just still got right back in.
yeah. Oh.
Nice meta call.
Yep.
Unable
No way
to be
to.
answered because Beatrice never left the screen. In this game, you only build meter for your back character and need to switch between them a lot in order to make proper use of your meter. But Janitor just is not getting a chance to get any space to get out.
Yeah.
And that's
Oh.
meaning that they're playing with no meter whatsoever. They got
There we
some,
go.
but they're still keeping Beatrice in.
Yeah. That would have been a great opportunity to tag out, but now they're gonna get bullied on the wall again.
They were trying to zone with Beatrice, but no one really zones like Burncastle does.
It's true. Alright, there's the
Burst
tag.
out. Jessica has 3 meter. Bursting costs 2 meter from your back character.
Yeah, and it also makes,
tag out.
as you can see, the tag gauge at the bottom, it takes forever if you burst.
So, we got quite a bit. I thought they were going to go for an instant overhead setup, but just throwing out more ice is doing quite well enough.
Oh, there we go. It's probably going to be it.
With Jessica, things started to go more in their favor, but they were just too far behind.
Yeah. Oh. We were going to do 1 round, but we seem to have it on 2 rounds.
You know what? Don't worry about it.
We just won't worry about it. Like when we ran it offline.
In the future, like, we should be doing 1 round. But as long as we are already in, the big part of the delays are behind us, so.
Yeah.
From a time constraint system, for a time constraint consideration, it's not the hugest deal that you run this here.
Yeah. Well, as you said, it's a much more even match with Jessica up front. I think Janitor just feels more comfortable with this character.
Maybe. The other thing is, like, both Burncastle and Erica have some really good anti-zoning ability.
Yeah.
Like, there's not a lot that Beatrice can do to run a lot of a normal game plan. Of course, there are definitely things that she can do with pressure, but...
Right, but probably better to have Point Jessica and Beatrice just in the back to give that infinite SP and support some combos and pressure.
Presuming that we even see that.
Yeah.
Because in order to call on that, it would need meta, and Namuko has a very significant meter advantage right now.
Right, with 5-3, Namuko can just hard deny. There's the burst over to burn.
That's no longer true.
Yep. So, for those of you unfamiliar with the game, it costs, as you see here, 1 meter to activate Meta World. The opposing player can then spend 2 meter to deny it on reaction, and you can override that with another 2.
Oh, it seems like Namuko is having a difficult time getting the link off of the instant overhead.
Yeah.
I say instant, it's the standing overhead icicle drop.
Alright. Game to Namuko. So it is best 2 out of 3 games. It's supposed to be first to one round after what we'll call the test data from offline a tournament that I ran in the past. But
Yeah, it just, it in matches between relatively evenly matched people who know how to use the system well, it just takes so long. And
yeah,
also, it snowballs really badly because of how meter management works in this game.
right.
If one person is managing the meter, then they're still going to have a massive advantage in the next game. And it's actually really rare for games to not be 1-1.
Yeah, I think the way it usually ended up flowing in 3 round and even matches was whoever won this first round would lose the second round because they dumped their meter to get the kill, but then they'd have a huge meter advantage going into round 3, and that just it makes it a done deal. As we talked about with the meta system, leveraging meter advantage can cause all kinds of insane effects. Each
And
character gets a buff when they tag out, and you get both of those buffs at the same time when you get meta activated.
in addition to having a free super that you can activate as many times as you want, as long as meta it lasts.
Yes.
And then you add the characters like Castle and Beatrice to the mix. And also, one you're not seeing right now, a certain swords person who is sure to show up later.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll
And
see it.
things get quite out of hand in terms of the sheer amount of things you can do in meta.
Yeah. Or Rosa in meta. Every time you land a hit, their ability to burst goes away.
I mean, I think it's not as extreme. Rosa is not one of the characters I would say is like the most. I just want to make the argument. Um,
It depends on who she's partnered with, I think. So I was talking
kind
with
of.
Arya yesterday or 2 days ago, and if you do like Rosa Will or Rosa any other top tier, she's suddenly terrifying.
It is true. So I sort of. I used to play Rosa. I have a somewhat
Gotcha.
negative opinion on this character. I actually originally I was like a long time ago. I was playing Rosa Castle, but I switched to Dolinar Castle because I fought many matches against Larry and realized that if I did not maintain momentum the entire time, then Rosa gets a lot worse actually
Oh yeah,
because
definitely a snowball character.
Dolinar has a very strong ability to stabilize the game for you in a lot of situations.
Yeah.
And I'm possibly the only person who actually has that opinion. I think Dolinar is not generally considered to be a particularly strong character. Not that she's weak, but right now we're seeing Castle and Beatrice. We'll
Yeah.
go over that more when it comes up. Castle's special ability is that Meta World lasts longer, which means you can specifically deny it to your opponent and run your advantage
Right.
far more than other characters can. Beatrice, meanwhile, she gets meta, then she gives people free supers. So if you tag Beatrice out, your other character gets a free super. If you use meta and Beatrice is on your team, you get free super. And I'm not talking about the meta world free super. I mean you just get any super that you have for free.
Right.
It's crazy.
So if you have a really good super, like, I don't know, say Willard, but oh,
And you just get to do it.
I tried to reversal EX there, but I think it might have been a case of trying to DP and getting Fireball, and that'll cause Namuko to be able to close it out. So a couple
Take us down.
things for unfamiliar folk, you may have noticed stuff like tag in is an overhead if you do it as an attack touch.
Mm-hmm.
Also, your tag gauge supports several different game mechanics. So the equivalent of like a counter assault or a oh,
Yeah, guard cancel and burst are both done by tagging in your opponent, your other character, and that means that they use the tag mechanic. And so if your gauge is gone because you've used it in a different way, then you don't get to use it.
Right.
Managing that is really important for managing your meter that you spend on like other stuff. Like a guard cancel costs 1 meter for your back character. A burst costs 2 meter for your back character. There's also assault touch, which is just an invulnerable tag.
Right. And I think, does that
You
one blow back a ton on hit too? Like
mm,
burst does, or no? Am I mixing it up?
it does, but also it's just something you do in neutral
Right.
to force it out. It is the only tag besides the neutral tag that gives you your trait activation, your ability activation. So you can use that for a lot of good tactical plays. It is kind of expensive though.
Yeah. I seem to have lost your camera. Maybe when I stopped streaming. Or did you stop as well to kill the echo?
No, I did not.
Hmm. Alright, let me try and fix that then. You're back!
Okay, sick.